Okay. Let's see how the London does in rapid chess. Perhaps it's just unplayable. Wouldn't surprise me if the chess.com rapid will put my London out of commission. I've seen so many lines where I do this and people just like castle. I don't know. You got to tread carefully in the rapid pool. That's all I'm going to say. This pin and the fact that normally you use the queen to defend the b pawn, I think is a little bit annoying. He's probably going to think about that, but then maybe c5 and queen takes just ends the game. That just looks so weird. And then, yeah. Actually, this looks like maybe the best move. I don't know. Go here. Queen b6. We could take, go c5. Yeah, I haven't even talked about b6. He can definitely play b6, but normally you don't want to play b6. Which is why he took quite a long time. Like, he's definitely not happy to do it. So... just develop. They almost always take like that. That's a bit of a weakness. When the knight goes here, maybe we can play bishop a6. h6. It feels like he's wasting a lot of time. Like, takes in knight d5 is almost working right now. But there's bishop b4 and knight c6. It's very close. My opponent's offering me a draw. It's weird because the last guy that I played also was offering me a draw. Maybe this guy's about to like blunder a piece or something. That's what happened in my last game. Like, he offered me a draw for some reason and then just intentionally hung a piece, and that's it. Wow, g5 is very committal. This guy's a very aggressive player. g5 knight e4 seemed a little unprovoked as well. We'll do this. Next move, probably rook c1. If f5, we could like take and go knight e5, or maybe knight e5 right away. This bishop is almost trapped in some lines there. But yeah, rook c1 is going to be very important. And as soon as he plays this, he also has that diagonal to worry about. Can't imagine not doing this. Also, he can't go knight d7 because of the bishop, so might want to take. He takes there. Okay. Queen d6, knight d7. Interesting. Well, has to be knight d7. Feels like we're just a little bit better here. Bring the rooks. He can't play c5. I'm gonna double like this so that in case I need to triple, I could triple in one move with queen to c2. Rook c7, we can just take. I think we can just take it. My opponent's offered me like a draw on like almost every move. It's a little weird. Okay. Taking definitely looks correct. So I think I'll start with that. Rook takes, we definitely take because the knight's out of play and we want to sort of ruin the pawns a little bit. What would the correct way to play be here? What would the engine say? Because we can go e4, but I don't know. I was thinking like rook d1. I know we want to build up pressure on this, but e4 doesn't feel correct yet. So if queen b7 stops rook there, if rook d8 on that, we can take this. Queen b7 keeps pressure there. And then if knight here, maybe we could go queen c6. Forced trade because queen e7, queen g6 is over. Takes, and we win the c pawn. I was thinking of queen d3, but king g7 or like rook d8, for example, seem like answers. I'm going to go queen b7. I don't know. Just this knight can't really move. The rook's now stuck. I think he wants to do this. Honestly, after that, we could just play rook d1 as well, but I think queen c6 is a nice move. Only problem with queen c6 is he could take and go knight b8. Then I guess bishop d5. Yeah, so here takes. If knight e5, we take and we're hitting the knight. And if I'm up 2 pawns in the rook endgame, I think we should win it. Rook d1 is also a move, but I don't know how good it is. I definitely feel good about this one. So takes knight b8. Only line that bothers me. Because knight goes anywhere else, we just take a pawn, we're up 2 pawns. Knight b8. Because if rook takes c5, rook c8, we lose our bishop. So knight b8, but I think we just play bishop d5 back. Knight a6, we have bishop b7, knight b4. Rook c5, knight a2, rook a5, and take. And bishop d5, rook c8. What about b4? b4 looks good there because we have a pin. We have a pin on the rook on c8, and then knight a6 when the rook's there. We have bishop b7 forking always. I feel like he has to take, though. I don't know what he's thinking about. This just loses the knight. It's like, really, what are you thinking about? You can't move any. Here loses knight, so you literally have to play queen e7 and lose the game to queen g6, or you have to take. So, gotta be takes. Okay, it does go here. I think we need to take. Okay, most likely knight d3 because I can't see him playing knight takes c6. Doesn't really make sense. Okay, I don't think that's a very good move, but I have to be careful. Well, obviously we have to take this, so let's just start with that. After he takes, though, check and rook c2 is about to hit all my pawns, so just need to choose the right move here. I think I want to hang on to my queenside pawns for just a second. We could go here, allow this, and then go b4. So that if he takes, we take here and we have the 2 connected pass pawns. That looks pretty good. I think we can do that. I know we'll lose this pawn and it shatters our pawns, but if I get 2 connected pass pawns, it's just done. So he might play a6, but then he's in the position we want him to be in, which is like just full defense. We just play b4, a3, like g4, e4, f3. Yeah, this should just be over. Again, rook c4. We just play a3. If he trades that pawn, my doubled pawn for his a pawn, then that's very very good trade for us. So yeah, because this can always be protected with just a3. Yeah, we'll just put all our pawns like where we want them, and then think about the next plan. Might bring our king up like this. Yeah, I think it's actually just going to be smart to bring our king to the middle here. His king's cut off. His rook's also really passive right now. he should at least have his rook here so that he could, I don't know, threaten some check maybe at some time. Okay, I just want to see what he's doing. Like, is he walking all the way over? Like, at some point I'll go rook f5 if he goes here, and then I think that just wins. Okay. Again, I'm still a little curious, like, which side he's going to, so we'll just wait and see. Okay, so now rook f5, he has to go to one of these 3 squares. Just go here. He's obviously going to go king b7 because, I mean, he's brought his king all the way over. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to play here just because we have a chance to win the game immediately. If he plays this, we can just take on a6 and then fork the, yeah, okay, that just ends the game. So one of my favorite tricks, especially because even if I didn't have this pawn, I would still play it because you just simplify and then you go to the other side. Like, I don't care about these pawns. If you pre-move king e6 here, maybe h5, h4, and they make it queen, so. GG. Yeah, honestly, we got the upper hand, I would say, not like after he played b6, but because of b6. His g5 move, I don't know, he just made some decisions here, like takes, we're going to castle. And then here, we're just significantly better. Like, he can barely develop the pieces. We just bring all the rooks over, and there's so much pressure everywhere. Plus this random g-pawn, and it should not be there. So we just win the pawn, and yeah, I don't know what the... I don't really know what the top plan is. I went for this simply because I thought he couldn't move. Like, as soon as he did this, I played queen c6. Apparently rook d1 was a good move here. The reason I didn't like it is because of this. Ah, I missed queen d7. Although, yeah, to be honest, it's still a game here. Okay, we're up 2 pawns. Should be an easy win. Yeah, I thought that this would happen, and then I was like, well, okay, it's not actually that impressive. So I did think of rook d1, but to be honest, I saw this. I should just take, and I have all the same threats. Yeah, so you probably should have done this. What did I think here? Oh, I was looking at this. That's how I thought the game would go. Yeah, rook a5 definitely the best move here. And then, yeah, once we get this and g4, like, just becomes pretty easy again. Yeah, like I said, king c4 is like if he checks me, I'll just go here, and he has to shuffle again. Like, he can never move the rook, so there's no harm in going here and hoping that he blunders with king c6 and just end the game immediately. So I think that just saved me some time.